So, Emma, Mom and I are here to talk with you about how we went through and did this activity. So, the first thing you'll see on the screen here is that we took guiding question number one. What are the details of the personal story Saunder uses to exemplify and express the central message of the speech? And so, as we started to read, we realized that he tells basically three stories. And so we looked about the story that he was swimming naked with all the monkey poop, and we were like, why would he not regret that? And then we noticed that he told the story about playing hockey and how he messed up with that. And then we had to do a little bit of research here to find out what was a knuckle puller, and boy, that was really nasty. Then we realized that we needed another box. So we added it here because we realized, oh my gosh, that story about Ellen, wait till you get to it. It's gonna hurt your heart. Once we got to that point, we realized that we were ready to think about why did that help so much with the overall thing that he was trying to say. So his speech starts out talking about all those things that he regretted, and we felt like the point of that story was to be funny, but it was also about an adventure. Why would you regret that? It wasn't something that was a failure of kindness, because as we see in the essay right here, is that what he regrets most in his life are failures of kindness. So there was nothing about swimming with poopy monkeys that was really a failure of kindness for him. And we felt like we had to really go deeper with that. And Grandma, you felt like that the story about scoring the old goal was what?
He didn't mean to do that. He was just so enamored with the girl, like trying to see her up in the stands, that he went the wrong way.
Right, which goes down to the next part that we really want to get into is explaining what are the literary devices that made that effective. And part of what happens here is situational irony. That happens when the reader knows what's going on, but the character doesn't. And so Saunders is reflecting about a time when he didn't realize how much his focus on the girl and his team crush was causing him not to be able to think clearly during the game.
And we've all been there.
Yeah, we have. And so what we realized is that that was really the big point about the stories that he was using. These first three were really funny. They were humorous. They were to get the attention of the audience, kind of like a hook. But then, there's this part right here, these short sentences, end of story, but still, it bothers me. And then he goes in to say, what I regret most in my life are failures of contrast. So now he's got the audience. We are gripped with the tragic nature of what happened to that little girl and him. And so that was his tone shift, which then impacts mood for a reader. And so mine, I was laughing, and now I'm crying. I'm thinking about other memories in which I failed to be kind. And now I have grief and regret, but I also have empathy for both Ellen and for Saunders. So this kind of working through, find out what your details are, then you think about how does that connect to the main meaning. Then you look for what were the literary techniques that caused that to impact you and really deliver that thesis in a powerful way.